All right guys, so we're in that window of, I just had this thing cleaned a few days ago at Port St. Joe. We are now at Splash RV Resort in Milton, Florida. And the camper itself is actually still really clean. The thing that needs this worse than anything is my truck, because I cleaned my truck before we left to go to Port St. Joe. And it's got the road grime on it that I need to get cleaned up. But one thing this thing is really good for is on these black areas. Now I'm gonna tell you how to cheat. If you shine the dark stuff up on your camper, on these white campers especially, the rest of the camper looks really clean. And so I'm gonna just do a little area here, then we're gonna go over and hit the truck because the truck needs it worse. This is real simple. You just kind of spray it on. You use a damp cloth, and you just wipe it, clean it up. And then you take a dry cloth and just wipe it off, and it keeps that those dark areas, especially like around your baggage doors. It just makes it just stay a little more, you know, keeps that dark color in it a little better. I always joke, like if your truck's dirty or your camper's dirty, if you just shine up your wheels, it just looks better and it makes the camper look cleaner. But what this is really good for is like just keeping your stuff, you know, looking nice. I like to wash my camper before I leave the house. I've always said if you leave with a clean camper, it's easier to keep a clean camper. I always try to keep my stuff pretty clean. You guys know how picky I am. But let's go try the dually. So today I'm using Liquid Shine, and I want to show you this. This is the Liquid Shine wash and wax product. And think of this as a quick detailer, not like a car wash that you would soap up your bucket with and wash it. And the reason this is important, a lot of these campgrounds want to charge you to wash your vehicles or wash your rigs. They want to charge you 10 bucks or whatever for water. Some places won't even let you wash. And one of the things that I like about this is I'm going to clean this truck up. Now this truck has been ceramic coated, which makes it a little bit easier anyway. And I was kind of hesitant about buying a darker color truck. Valerie loved the color of this truck, and I was like, let's just get the old man silver one with the chrome bumper and the chrome wheels. She's just like, no, we're getting the iron forged metallic blue snosberry color. I don't know. I mean, they have all these like weird colors on these trucks now, but it's like dark navy blue, if you ask me. Anytime you get a darker color truck, it's harder to keep clean. And so I was pretty excited about this product coming out because one, I can kind of clean my rig up, my truck up, keep everything looking dialed in, as they say, while we're camping, and it doesn't take long. And all you really need is a damp rag, this bottle, dry rag, and if it's hot enough, cold beer. I want you to, Val, show them this part of my hood here real quick. It's got all the pollen on it. So you can see where the water's kind of dripped off the emblems, and this thing's it's not super dirty by any stretch, but it's like the perfect place for this product. There's a layer of pollen on the top of this hood, and I just want to take and just kind of get it cleaned up and make it look better. And so it's pretty simple stuff. It's a pretty simple product to use. I mean, that's really all you need to do is just like what I'm doing. And it will pull the shine right back out. Take you a dry towel and just get now this is not like a full-on car wash, but it just keeps you looking, you know, proper at the campground. You don't want to be that guy that pulls in like what was it, the trucker on Cars. Like, what? Everybody's like, oh, he's like, what? I didn't wash my mud flaps? Hank, I think was that guy's name. Whenever you do this, I always like to say do one panel at a time because it just makes it easier to kind of keep up with where you're at on cleaning. But as you can see, I mean, it won't take me 10 minutes to do this whole truck. If you look, you can probably see the line there, Val, of the pollen. Ceramic coating makes all the difference on them though. But you get a good product like this and you use a quick detailer on it, it just really makes it look like we just left the car wash. Shining like a diamond in a goat's ass. Whatever that means. All the old guys will know what I'm talking about. They'll watch this. I don't know what does that mean anyway, because I've heard that my entire life as a kid. And I don't understand. Let's see what we see back here. It's a pretty neat product because being able to keep your vehicles clean without like washing them, it doesn't take long. Like if we weren't filming a video, I would probably be just about done with this truck, which is awesome because the last thing you want to do is when you get to a campground, if you're picky, you like to keep your stuff clean, is spend a couple of hours washing your truck when you can do it in 10 or 15 minutes and get to the hot tub. So far, I'm pretty impressed with this product. It seems like, just so you know, like when I'm wiping it off, I have to go back with this dry cloth a couple of times to get the kind of the residue off of it. But it's It's just nice to be able to keep your, especially those of us who have dark colored trucks, clean. I mean, there's nothing that looks better than a dark color vehicle when it's clean, but when one's dirty, there's nothing that looks worse. I can just hear people screaming through the camera, "You missed a spot." Now, one thing I wouldn't say about this stuff as I'm using it, it doesn't have much of a smell to it, which I don't know if you're into smells or not, but that is first impression on that is it doesn't smell. And so long as you're going back over, and something else I'm noticing, you might have to go over it a couple times to kind of get the residue off of it it's not residue, it's to get it to dry. I mean, this is a big truck. Get this bedside cleaned up. I think the trick to this stuff is get you a couple bottles and get your kids out here and have them do it for you. Now that sounds like a good idea. I would not do this in the direct sunlight if you have a dark vehicle, just so you know. Yeah, I think it would dry so fast you would never get it from not to streak. If you're gonna do a dually with Matt's Liquid Shine, you need 3 towels. Ask me how I know. What do you think, Val?
Looks good.
Looks better till tomorrow morning. Oh, that daggone pollen from them trees, and we're in a Gulf, and just that salt air and dust and everything we're on. It's hard to keep stuff clean. All right, let's get the rest of this truck done. As I'm finishing this thing up, I want to say a big thanks to Liquefied for sending me some Liquid Shine. I'm trying this stuff out on my new truck. I've been kind of anxiously waiting. I'll be honest, I've been waiting on this stuff for a while. I've just been anxious to take it because I like I say, you know, those of you that know me I like to keep my stuff pretty clean. You've only watched me wash a camper on this YouTube channel about 47 times. Now that they got this product out and we got this new truck, which hasn't really been named yet, just gonna throw that out there. Do we keep Double Wide Debbie from the white truck, or do we give her a different name? And I know somebody out there is gonna be like, well, my name is Debbie, because you said that the last time I named my truck Double Wide Debbie. But I'm pretty excited about this product, just for the simple fact that my truck's clean, and I did it in like 10 minutes. Now again, I said I did have this thing ceramic coated, which makes a big difference. But Matt and the team over at Liquefied, thank you guys so much for trusting us to demo your product on my truck. And if you're interested in this stuff, check out the link in the description below. It's like right here. Try it out. Let me know what you think about it. Because right now, from where I'm at, I'm pretty impressed. And I've not used this stuff before. I've used some other stuff, but this is my first experience with it. I used about 1/3 of that bottle to just clean this truck up. So it's been 3 days since we've left Splash, and now we're at Sun Outdoors Orange Beach. And what this product is really good for is like to hit the spots between washes. I washed this truck when I left Kentucky. So it's been, I don't know, 700 miles on this wash job, and it stayed pretty clean. And then the camper, we had it detailed on Sunday, and today is Friday, and it's still really clean. But what this product's great for is the in-betweens. And so I don't want to wash the whole thing. I don't need to wash the whole thing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I just want to knock the pollen off my hood. Valerie put her coffee cup up there and gave me some rings I got to get rid of. And so we're gonna knock this pollen off his hood real quick. And then I got a couple of spots on that camper I want to take care of, because by God, I spent a lot of money and I want to keep everything looking dialed in. See the difference? Like I say, it's kind of a 2-step application. Spray it on, one rag. While I'm up here, Boswell, you know us RVers, we're always looking to save space. Like I say, I'm just hitting the rough spots on this truck, but you can see the difference just from the pollen. And I'm not washing the whole thing. I'm just kind of touching up what I've already done. And it makes it look so much better. It's just easier to show you on this dark color than on my camper, because my camper's white. And it stayed pretty clean. It's surprising that my camper stayed as clean as it is. But the weather's been nice, so that's always made a difference too. Much better. Now it looks like we're ready to go to town.
Are you taking me to town tonight?
Taking you to town tonight. It's a going to town night. We're gonna brave a restaurant
on the beach the Friday before Valentine's Day. We got a call tonight, so we got to get out early. The one thing on my camper that does get to where it needs cleaning up is this black. And so this is an easy way. Again, Mr. JC did such a good job of cleaning up my camper the other day. Now, I've learned when you use this stuff is that once your drying rag gets a little wet, get your new drying rag. Don't keep trying to use the same drying rag because it'll just leave streaks. And that's how you guys keep a rig looking dialed in. You can fight the salt air, the pollen, and all the other bullshit that spring gives you. Liquid Shine will polish that turd for you.